Here we go. First game tomorrow morning. Mixing this with the college football slate you have tomorrow. Fucking incredible. 8 a.m. though, we have a game there. UNC Greensboro, red hot UNC Greensboro, fresh off of beating Arkansas in the Bahamas against the Kangaroos of UMKC. Greensboro's laying 9.5. I mean, the letdown spot makes sense, but at the same time,
this is a crap spot, man.
I kind of think they're just way better than UMKC, though. They could cover that, though. All right, give me the 9.5. Greensboro wins by 7. What are you doing here?
I hate the spot for Greensboro. I was on Greensboro against Arkansas. They're feeling themselves headed to the Bahamas. You look at UMKC, they're coming off Colorado State and Baylor. Those are two of the best teams in the country. I'll give you a ballsy pick to start the day. I'm going to lock up the Kangaroos. I think they're live in this game. Sprinkle some on the money line to start this game. Let's go. Letdown spot, man.
Moneyline Mag is fucking hopping around to the winner's circle, locking up UMKC. I don't know that anyone's ever locked up UMKC on this show, and we've been doing this show a long time.
Shout out the Bahamas.
Yeah, unbelievable. Am I following him? Not a chance in hell. Texas A&M is taking on Florida Atlantic. The Owls. Who are they really after, losing? Who they get worked by? Bryant? They jump back and beat Butler. A&M's laying 3. This game also is in the state of Florida, so FAU might have a little crowd there. I am going to lay the 3 with the buzzsaw until I lose. So I will lay the 3. I don't think I'm betting this one, though. I still don't trust this one. I kind of think FAU might win this game, too. But at the end of the day, I'm trusting the buzzsaw. He's won me a lot of money. I don't know. Maybe I'd bet this if I get bored tomorrow morning. What are you doing here?
I'm on A&M as well. This is a fringe lock. A&M is just rolling right now, and I think the athleticism and experience could wear down FAU. I know FAU's at the Final Four, but A&M is old. Buzz in these tournaments is really good. Fringe lock. I don't know.
Let's just lock it.
Let's go. It's early slate. Let's go A&M.
Here we go. We are riding. We're riding heavy. Texas A&M basketball school. Let's go.
As Avetta points out in the chat, by the way, Nicholas Boyd, one of their best players and starters from last season, he's out for this tournament. He was either dealing with some groin issues or cramping at the games that I went to at the Barstool Invitational. I don't think he's been 100% to start the year. Neither has Elijah Martin, but also Giancarlo Rosado, one of their big men, didn't play the first game against Butler either. So Florida Atlantic's dealing with a couple of injuries.
Let's move along to the Cintas Center. I feel like we should lock this one.
3 in a row. What we got?
Bryant is catching 17.5 points at Xavier. That number is too fucking much. It's too much. Let's block this. Let's bet this.
I'm gonna take Bryant, but this line, why is this line so high, especially when they beat FAU?
So since Phil Martelli Jr. stepped in, win at Florida Atlantic, win against Howard. And we're believers in Howard so far this year. This is the exact time that you want to go on the road and play a high major during a holiday. Not many people are going to be in the building, especially the student section. They're all at home. So I like Bryant. I have them plus 13.5 in this matchup. So
yeah,
I just needed a little push. Colby gave it to me. So lock up the Bulldogs.
Let's go. I'll join you guys. Let's go.
What does he say in Shawshank Redemption? If you've come this far, maybe you're willing to come a little further. I say we sprinkle the fucking money line.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, Xavier has injuries.
Coming off the St. Mary's win?
Yes.
I'm perplexed why this line's so high, other than their name brand of Xavier. But man, like Noah said, the day after Thanksgiving, I think we fade the shit out of these bye games. This is a sleepy spot. A lot of distractions with Thanksgiving going on. Let's go.
All over.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Mercer is taking on Tennessee State. The wagon that is Tennessee State. What the fuck is this line? This is in Florida at I don't know, the Raider Arena. Tennessee State's only laying 1.5. I got a lot of extra money over the past 3 days. I'm going in on Tennessee State. I've watched Mercer. Let's go. This line stinks. But so does Mercer. What are you doing here?
I'll go Mercer because it stinks, but I'm not betting this fucking game. I bet the first 3.
I'm having a fucking fiesta over here.
Mike Lossley over there.
Yeah. Wake Forest is laying 20.5 against Charleston Southern. Give me the points. I'm not locking this one. There you go. Exhale. What are you doing here?
I'm on the points as well. Don't love it though. Charleston Southern's god awful.
Jacksonville State's laying 2.5 against UTSA. Come on, man. You gotta lock this. They're better than UTSA, right? I know they're 1-4, but damn it, I guess they lost to IDub. All right, we won't lock this.
But you know what? I do like that they stayed on the road. They went from Incarnate Word to UTSA. They should have won that game. They've lost 2 straight games by
they
combined
should win
3
this.
points.
We should take this. We should take this.
I'm with you. I'm locking.
Let's
this.
bet this.
They're better.
There we go. Lock it up, Jacksonville State. Gonna take a shit all over that Riverwalk there in San Antonio. Let's go. Shout out to the chat. Tommy B giving us $10. I appreciate that. Someone else gave us a couple bucks too at the beginning that I did not know. Do we have that? Yeah, Andrew. Shout out to Andrew. Appreciate you guys. You know, happy Thanksgiving and yeah, thank you. North Carolina, Arkansas. Whew, if you caught this in 95, you were like, that's like the pinnacle of basketball at the time. Carolina's laying 2.5. What? Kind of feel like we should lock up Carolina, but this line stinks a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, same handicap as I trust the must bus over Hubert. Give me Arkansas, but I'm not locking this.
No. I'm betting on North Carolina here. Minus 2.5.
I hate that.
This line's not off. Give me Carolina minus 2.5. Brown is catching 2.5. Is this actually at Delaware? Or is this in some fucking? This is in the Bahamas.
Yep, Bahamas. Here we go.
Forgot Delaware got down there. Delaware's laying 2.5. Wrong team favored. Give me the Brown Bears to get that thing done. I'm not betting this because I'm not fucking insane. What are you doing here, Mac?
I mean, you look at it. Delaware is undefeated. I like Brown here. No, do you have a lock?
Colby says wrong team favored. This is actually one of those teams or a spot that I was kind of high on Brown in the preseason. They haven't looked good so far this year, though. They're only 1-4. They're only wins against a non-D1 team. And they competed against USC without their big man, DJ Rodman. They only lost by 2 on the road at Colgate. They lost in overtime to Loyola, Maryland. That's not a good loss. And then Clarence Daniels went off for New Hampshire against Brown. Delaware, on the other hand, they have not played anybody that I'm really impressed with. Bucknell, Air Force, I was on a full fade of, and Delaware State, in-state rivalry game. Sure, I have Brown favored heavily in this game, -7, just because I was high on one team, down on the other in the preseason. But I'm not going to bet this just because Brown hasn't won against the D1 team yet this year.
I love fading the undefeated fluke teams. Delaware's Fools go cha-cha-cha. Give me Brown, lock it up. Wrong team favorite. I like what you said.
All right,
no,
I like the push. I'm on it too.
Double lock. You're not bringing me into this shit.
You said wrong team favorite.
I believe
you
that.
did.
I believe that, but I am also
wrong team favored.
I told you about Brown. I've talked about it on this very show. They're just a fucking strange team, man.
They are.
They last year, like, they could get up and they'd lose by like 1 to like Duke or something. And then like, you're like, oh, they're playing Manhattan. They got this one. And then Manhattan drills them by like 20. And you're like, what the fuck? I think Brown is the right side. I do think the wrong team is favored. I cannot bet on Brown right now. Cannot bet on Brown.
I don't like it either,
yeah.
but since Mac's going and I feel strongly like I should be on it, I'm going to take it.
We fade the undefeated teams. Delaware's not going to be undefeated past Thanksgiving weekend. Let's go.
Shout out to Charles Walker. I can always appreciate a message like this. Fuck North Carolina. Let's go.
I co-sign.
Yeah. Look, I'm betting on him. Doesn't mean I like him. All right. I like him tomorrow for about 2 hours, but I mean,
you think I like Kansas all these fucking times I bet on their sorry asses?
Next up, let's jump down to Penn State Butler. This game is actually super intriguing to me. Butler is laying 1, and I kind of think that line is right. I'll lay it with Butler. I think they're slightly the better team, but I was impressed with Penn State today. What are you doing here?
I like Butler too. I trust I like Mike Rhodes too. I like both these coaches. I like both these teams. Give me Butler, but I'm with you. This is a 1-possession game. No lock.
Yeah, no lock there at all. Belmont, Monmouth. I mean, where's this line here? I'm searching for this line. Anyone got this
Belmont.
line? Why am I missing this right now?
Belmont is laying 7.
Fuck out of here with this.
It's in Philly.
I will lock up Monmouth +7. Who the hell is Belmont to be laying 7?
Yeah, this is definitely a brand name. Monmouth is coming off the big win over Lehigh compared to Belmont, who just got drilled by Arizona. I will take the points, but I'm going to stay off the lock here.
Alabama State's laying 3.5 against North Carolina A&T. Lay it. What are you doing here?
You love fading Carolina A&T. Yeah,
they suck.
Lay it. They're terrible. Alabama State actually might be fringe lock worthy. I mean, Carolina State or A&T's god awful.
I tell you this. I might bet this. Game. It was close. Yeah. Evansville, Chattanooga, 2 4-0 teams playing. Someone's got to lose here. Someone's got to win. Chattanooga's laying 7.5. This game is at the McKenzie Arena there in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Give me the points. I think Evansville, the Purple Aces, can hang in this game enough. What are you doing here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Evansville's live in this game. I think they got a real shot to win this game outright. I'm locking up Evansville.
Woo.
Way too many points here.
Moneyline Mac. Dealing aces. With the Purple Aces. Arkansas Pine Bluff is catching 10.5 against Ball State. Put out an APB on my boys. Yeah, they cover this. Ball State wins by 8. Give me the cover with APB. What are you doing here?
Yeah, why not? Take the points.
Toledo's taking on the wagon that is Indiana State.
In Vegas.
Last time they played. Not last year. Indiana State won 55-54 in a classic. Sycamores are laying 2.5. I will lay it. And I could be talking to a lock here.
I kind of you look at it, they've both been in Vegas all week, but Toledo has lost the first 2 to New Mexico and UC Irvine compared to Indiana State that's rolling. I'm actually going to take Toledo as the more desperate spot, but I'm not locking against Indiana State. They're fucking good.
Yeah.
I think Toledo's good too, though.
Yeah, they're solid.
Yeah.
Lipscomb is taking on UNC Asheville in fucking Montreal of all places.
How does this make any sense?
I have been to Montreal, folks. We should look for an element. There could be a strip club angle in this game. Which team went out to the strip club the night before? Asheville's laying 1.5. I mean, Lipscomb's been kind of drilling teams lately, but give me Asheville -1.5. What are you doing here?
So Asheville's coming off the high expectations year, where they went to the NCAA tournament last year, but they haven't been very good. I lean to them here, but I got nothing here. I mean, this game's in fucking Quebec or wherever it is. Who knows what the fuck they did in Thanksgiving tonight leading up to this game.
UConn's laying 42.5 points against the Jaspers of Manhattan. Give me the points. Give me the fucking points. They're not Mississippi Valley State. All right. Manhattan's better. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Oh, no. Here he is.
No. I'm saying this line's at 42 now. When I've only gotten through half the slate actually handicapping it. And literally a half hour, maybe 45 minutes ago, they were laying 35.
We should lock Manhattan.
We should, and here's why. They're coming off the Indiana and Texas Empire Classic, whatever. So they won a championship. They got Kansas Friday, December 1st. So coming up, let's go. Give me Manhattan.
Is that literally their next game?
No, they got New Hampshire, but still, they're thinking about Kansas.
42.5?
That's way too many points. They're going to lose by 33.
Let's lock this thing up.
Yeah.
Team Jaspers, let's fucking go.
I like the nasty games, but
They just beat Texas and Indiana, and they've been feeling themselves. They've been eating turkey, gravy. I mean, they're eating everything, stuffing all fucking day. They're going to come out flat tomorrow.
I know what you mean, but they beat Valley State by 44. They beat Stonehill by 40. But they beat Northern Arizona by 43.
But
Manhattan
dude,
only lost.
Manhattan's better than them.
Manhattan went to the Fog and only lost by 37. That's impressive.
Manhattan's better than Northern Arizona, who went up to Seattle and won.
Manhattan's the greatest university ever. That was our team last year.
I mean, Noah,
they beat Bryant.
Northern Arizona to get to Yukon. You don't just fly out of Flagstaff. You have to fucking
but that was
go
the first
2
game
hours
of the season, so there's no excuse.
Dude, Manhattan's right there.
I think that's the correct side, but I'm not betting this one, and I'm the one that loves all these nasty lines.
Wait, Colby, it's 35. Okay, so I'm taking my lock off.
Wait, what?
I thought it was 35.
Okay.
Where are you drawing that from?
Everybody in the chat is
Tally
saying 35.
site in the chat saying 40. Or
can I take a screenshot for you and send it over to you?
If it's 42, I'm locking.
I trust
Manhattan.
you if it's 42.
Yeah.
Tally site's best odds said 35, but I trust you if you say 42.
Well, check your text messages right now.
I'm gonna fucking bet it right now.
Check
if
your
it's
text
42,
messages right
I'm
now.
gonna fucking place my bet.
Check your
right
fucking
now.
text messages right now.
It is 42 and a half. Hey, if it's really 42 and a half for anybody looking out there, take Manhattan. If it's 35, do you agree? Take the lock off.
If you're 35 and a half, you probably actually take Yukon.
Yeah. That's wild.
Just saying. I'm not making that shit up. Anyway, moving forward. Let's take the lock off then if it's not that. See, ESPN says 42 and a half too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Calvin says tease it up to 47.
Billy Delish sees 42 and a half. There is 42 and a half out there. Get it if you can.
Yes.
Tease it up to 47. All right, look, that see, everyone sees this shit. And I'm just saying this. If it's 42 and a half, that's a lock, but it's not as much of a lock as this one right here. You ever been to Highland Heights, Kentucky?
Northern Kentucky, baby.
Well, the fucking Long Island Sharks are coming into town, baby. Highland Heights isn't gonna know what to do when Rod Strickland and the fucking Sharks show up and start ordering fucking cocktails. All right, they're not gonna know what to do. And
are they gonna show up? Like, when
true.
Are they gonna show up?
That's true. I-95, motherfuckers. Take I-95 south. All right, the fucking Sharks, the team that is just swam to the top for us against UCLA. And covered for us against the Columbia Lions. The fucking Sharks are a team not concerned with their travel situation because the fucking Sharks are going to do it. They are going down to fucking Highland Heights. What is that? That sounds like an apartment complex on the fucking Lower East Side. Highland Heights. What the fuck? Let's load up. 10.5 points. The fucking Sharks are going in there. They're going to be biting the heads off of these motherfuckers. Let me tell you that right now. Load up on the fucking Sharks. Sprinkle some of that plus 400 money line. What are you doing here?
I think it's a terrible spot for LIU because Corpus Christi just played Northern Kentucky at Northern Kentucky. They stayed there. Compared to LIU, they can't even figure out how to get their fucking bus to the fucking arena. I don't even know if they're going to be on time. So you got a team that's familiar with the arena versus a team that maybe they're on time, maybe not, like an AAU team. I'll lay it, and I'll come back to LIU next time. They're taking this one off.
Absolutely. What a fucking disgrace of this show. All right.
I'm rooting for them.
The fucking Long Island Sharks are going to drill this little Corpus Christi. What the fuck is Corpus Christi? Is that some shit that happens to you? Is that when your shit goes soft, you get that Corpus Christi? Huh? What the fuck is that? All
what
right.
do you think this LIU team did during Thanksgiving tonight? There's no way they're thinking about this game.
Let me tell you something. The fucking Sharks never go soft. All right. They keep on rocking in the wee hours. All right. Rob Donaldson says he has $750 on Corpus Christi. Well, consider that gone.
The Sharks.
Look, I'm going to be honest. This was not a lock of mine.
I hate the spot.
But I have been on fire for 3 days. My account is looking very nice right now. So you know what I'm doing? Fuck you, world. I am taking the fucking Sharks. Lock it up. Give me the 10.5. Sprinkle a little bit of that plus 400. Come on.
What do you want, a lock battle?
Let's go.
Let's see. Give me Corpus Christi. LIU ain't even gonna show up to the fucking game. There ain't no water in Kentucky.
Look, they're definitely not taking a plane to Kentucky, which is concerning. But you know, if they're going to the airport, we're fucked because you know I've been to JFK during the holidays.
These Long Island fucking Sharks spent the Thanksgiving on the bus.
What are you talking about? Yeah, you have your fucking.
Do you think they left 2 days before this game instead of 1 day?
I think
before?
they leave tonight.
They leave tonight. Left yet.
They leave tonight. That's the angle. You get your fucking your turducken. You get all that good shit, right? You throw it all together on the plate. You eat your ass off for a few hours. Then 10 o'clock sharp. You hop on. You hop on with our great bus driver, right? With our great bus driver who knows the routes. Let me tell you, he's been driving. He don't use no GPS. He uses this right here, right? And they fucking travel down there. They take that I-95 and the fucking Sharks. You better hope the Sharks show up a little late, because if so, that's why they covered last time. They were pissed off. They covered because they were pissed off about that commute in the traffic.
If there are any Northern Kentucky / Louisville area listeners, even Cincinnati area, can you please attend this game? Take a video of the vehicle that they arrive in to this game, please, and send it to us on Twitter.
Hey, so the game's at 2:00 Eastern. I'm looking at the GPS right now, and it's going to be 11 hours, 700 miles. So they better be on the road in about 20 minutes.
You want a great fucking angle why you should take my Sharks? Wasn't the legendary Rod Strickland at the University of Kentucky with Calipari?
Yes.
He's plugged into the freeway system in Kentucky. He knows which routes to go. The fucking Sharks are gonna get. Look, the fucking Sharks might hit some trouble on the Pennsylvania or the Jersey Turnpike, but once they get there, he's gonna know what to do in that great state of Kentucky. He's gonna know which way to go around. So load up on the Sharks. Let's fucking go. All right, I got to get this thing going. We got to start jamming through these. Nichols is catching 25.5 against Hail State. Nope. I'll take Hail State. No, I won't. They're probably hungover too. Egg Bowl was tonight. I will take Nichols. I will take Nichols plus the points. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lock Nichols. Way too many points here. I mean, like you said, hungover from the Egg Bowl. Fading these bye games off Thanksgiving Day. Nichols is not horrible.
I'll join you. I love the I've been in Mississippi.
Yeah.
People say, well, they lost the Egg Bowl. They weren't partying. No. You drink heavier when you lose the Egg Bowl. All right, let's go. Lock up the Colonels plus 25.5. Southeast Louisiana is laying 2.5 against Western Michigan.
Oh, these fucking Michigan schools.
Buckham Bronco, let's go. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll join you here.
Delaware State is catching 13.5 against Longwood. Our boys, the Hornets. Buzz, sting, sting. Is that the Brock Center? The brand new arena, right? Like Longwood played last year and beat them by 26. That's enough for me to lay it. I will lay it with Longwood. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it as well. They drill these shitty ass teams.
Yeah. Let's jump down to Oregon State and Pitt doing battle. I remember watching. They played in a bowl game once, and Oregon State won 3-0. It was fantastic. Pitt is laying 9.5 points. That's a big number for the Beavs. I'll take the Beavs and the points. And where the hell's my?
You can't win.
I was looking for my nice beaver. I can't find it. Anyway, what are you doing here, man? Do I even need to ask?
Get this cha-cha-cha shit out of here. Beav it up, baby. Lock up the Beavers. Let's go. They got Civil War. They're going to win this, and then they're going to win the Civil War tomorrow night.
Let's go.
Beaver parlay.
Let's go, Beavs.
Tink, tink.
Yeah, there we go. Oklahoma's taking on USC. Oklahoma's laying 1.5 against Porter Moser's Sooners. Hi, Noah.
What's going on, guys?
Noah.
Howdy.
Let's lock up USC.
Wrong team favored. I mean, this market's just overreacted to a bad loss to UC Irvine with a couple of guys out. They have everybody healthy. This team, there was no contest against Seton. They were up by double digits for half that second half.
I think they're going to drill Oklahoma. I think they're too good for them.
Yep.
Do we have a lock battle?
Yep. Boomer Sooner, Lincoln Riley.
This is the Riley Bowl. That is solid. There is animosity built in here. So, folks, in one corner, Pick Dundee and Noah Bieniek riding with the Trojans. Trojan man. In the other, Moneyline Max going Boomer Sooner. Villanova is taking on Memphis. Nova's laying 3. This game's awesome. And I will go Nova -3. I'm not betting this. You got the Quinterly angle too against his first school. That's a little compelling.
Yeah.
I think I could see Memphis covering. I could see Memphis winning this, but I'm going to trust something about this Nova team. I think I'm going to lay the 3. What are you doing here?
I'm definitely going to lay it. Fringe lock. I'm going to trust the culture of Villanova. I'm going to lock it. Villanova championship game. They're going to find a way to grind this out, make their free throws, win by 6.
Moneyline. Yeah. All right. I'll join you. Let's go. Let's go. Double lock for the Cats. Jacksonville's catching 3.5 against Robert Morris. I will never bet on Jacksonville ever again after that loss the other night. But give me the Dolphins. I'm just not betting on them. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points. Yeah.
I mean, what am I missing here? Merrimack's catching 11.5 against Samford. What?
That does seem like a big line. Samford is really good at home, but that's way too many points.
Yeah, I will lock it. Give me the Warriors plus 11.5 all day. Sprinkle that money line. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll join you. Let's go. Too many points.
Merrimack's been my team this year. They've been treating me well. Let's go.
They're always good.
Utah Tech is getting 16.5 at Wazoo. This is actually in Wazoo in Pullman. Still too many points for me. Give me Tech plus the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm going to take the points as well. Like I said, majority of these games, I'm going to take the points in these bye games the day after Thanksgiving.
Davidson is getting 8.5 against St. Mary's. Oh boy, this is a home game for St. Mary's. I mean, I kind of feel like locking St. Mary's. They can't keep losing. I refuse to believe that Randy Bennett's going to just. You want to lock? This is a far ass trip.
They lost 3 in a row. Coming back, fucking feeling shitty compared to Davidson. Everybody thinks Davidson's really good. This is a good spot to lock St. Mary's. They're going to drill Davidson. Let's go.
Let's go. Plus, they live in San Francisco, and your Thanksgivings in San Francisco are like something vegan or lean. You're fine. You don't got to worry about it. You got to worry about maybe dropping acid on a Thursday night. But anyway, St. Mary's minus the points there. Montana's catching 25.5 against Houston.
I might have to go against my theory here.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay the 25.5 with Houston. What are you doing here?
The only thing is Houston's coming off the big tournament win. That is a shitload of points, but how can you go against Houston in these games?
Rice is catching 9.5 against UC Irvine. I'm laying it. I don't know, man.
I'm all Rice, man. I like.
They look like shit the other night, though, dude.
I know that. I like taking teams that have lost the first 2 though in the tournament.
I'll take it. Okay.
It's like the baseball trying to get the Savage the final game of the series.
I'm not betting it, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I may block it on the picks page. Might be a gross one. Stay tuned.
Lafayette is catching 12.5 against Penn. A little in-state battle. Penn won by 6 a year ago. 12.5 is that spread. Give me Lafayette. These are rivals. What are you doing here?
I agree with you. I'll take Lafayette. Big rivalry.
Canisius is catching 1.5 against Wofford. Give me Canisius plus 1.5. What are you doing here?
I went back and forth on this one. I'll be on the Terriers, I think.
Middle Tennessee is laying 2.5 against UIC.
In the Bahamas.
I will lay the 2.5 with UIC. I think they're pretty solid. I watched that Loyola game like a week back or so. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lock middle. And I know they're down a guy, but I think they've got 2 losses on the year by combined 3 points in Western Carolina and UAB. I think it's a good spot. Bounce back. They drill UIC.
Think you're undervaluing UIC, buddy. Moneyline Mac locking up the Blue Raiders. Troy is laying 9.5 against Grambling.
This game is something.
Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Give me the points as well. I mean, Grambling burned us the other night, though.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Winthrop is catching 8.5 at Georgia. I could be talking to locking up Georgia here.
I thought about it, but I'm not going to lock any of these teams coming off Thanksgiving. But I think it is a good spot for Georgia coming off back-to-back loss to Providence and Miami. I'll lay it.
I'll lay it. I'm not going to lock it then. Baylor is laying 2.5 against Florida in Brooklyn. Give me the Bears, but it is sneaky. I'm not going to lock it the way Florida looked the other night.
I kind of like Florida.
That line stinks a little bit, right?
That line reeks. I feel like I'm going to take Florida, man. I think that they're pretty good.
Baylor's
I'm taking
Baylor,
for a loss too.
What are you doing here, Noah?
I'm coming in here just to alert the people. When we hit that second ad read, there's going to be a pick'em play in this.
Let's do it right now, folks. Folks, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Fantasy, folks, is it's the best. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you do. I mean, they have NFL, NBA, NHL, college basketball, college football, and more. All right. And what you need, what I highly recommend would be they simply pick higher or lower on your favorite fantasy players' fantasy stats and cash in. Perfect example. This I know yesterday we gave this away. We did Will Rogers over. I think it was, what was that, 198? What was that? Something like that.
Yeah.
That hit, I believe, right?
Yeah, higher than 198.
Yeah.
That hit.
Yeah. So there was that. We had Jackson Dart of Ole Miss.
Yeah,
that did
one
not
was
hit. Yeah.
one of our misses. Then we had Chibuzo Agbo from Boise State, higher than 12.5 points. That one hit. NC Nick's play of Quinshawn Judkins, higher than 89.5. That hit. And Kylan Boswell. This one pissed me off because he had 16 points, rebounds, and assists combined at half, and he finished with 18. So we needed 20. That one came just short. So we talked about it pre-show. We were doing a giveaway on this, Colby.
You're goddamn right we are. All right, folks, if you sign up, if I can get to this page right now on my phone, that would be fantastic. But I know what it is. Condensation from my drink when I sip my drink landed on my phone screen. Okay, give me 5 seconds here. Yes, here we are. Yeah, actually I don't have it anymore.
So
who was the winner there? Who was the winner? Yeah.
The winner was, it just spoke to us. His name is Guy Who Bets on College Sports. His tagline is @CollegeBetter. DM us on Twitter @TCE on SGPN, and we'll get you your TCE sweatshirt or any sweatshirt on the SGPN store of your choice.
Yeah. And yeah, just DM us or whatever. And yeah, you're going to be sitting there rocking a brand new sweatshirt. Sorry about that. I had a phone malfunction. I had the guy's screen ready. I actually think I even took a photo of it. And yeah, big old water dropping on the phone. So I couldn't really, I was trying to scroll. And anyway, folks.
So my pick for Baylor, Florida is going to be Jacoby Walter, higher than 16.5 points against the two high majors. Granted, Oregon State ain't much of like a competitive high major. Baylor's played two high majors so far this year. He's had 28 points against Auburn, 24 against Oregon State here in Brooklyn. I think this guy just performs under the bright lights. I mean, that Auburn game was on national television. Oregon State, ESPN. Florida, it's going to be ESPN2 or ESPNU, whatever it is. No, actually main ESPN. So I think the guy's going to show up. 28 and 24 in the previous two high major games, higher than 16.5 for Jacoby Walter on Baylor.
Folks, that's what's awesome about Underdog Fantasy. So check it out. And right now we're offering you a special. If you sign up with the promo code TCESGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. Once again, promo code TCESGPN, and show us that you did that, and we are going to be giving away a sweatshirt again. All right, again. So hop on over there. You're gonna have a brand new fucking sweatshirt. All right, perfect for the winter season. You got Christmas coming up. You don't want to dress like you're some fucking Venice Beach bum. You know what I mean? Get yourself a sweatshirt. Our studies say 99% of the time new clothes lead to getting more ass. What's up, Noah?
All you have to do to be eligible is either take a screenshot of you using the code TCESGPN. If you did it yesterday, that's cool too. We'll put out a tweet. You just comment under that tweet and we'll put it out. But if you've already signed up with Underdog, our code only works for the first deposit. So if you put Jacoby Walters higher than 16.5 points in there, you're also eligible there. So,
yeah. All right. So check that out, folks. And also remember, we're brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we're back. We got to go through some of these power style. Iowa State, Virginia Tech. This game's kind of awesome. Where's this line right now? Anyone got this line? 5, right?
5. Is it 5?
Iowa State's
I don't have it.
laying 5. I'll take Iowa State -5. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna lay it with Iowa State. I think it's a bounce back. They didn't play well today.
Shout out to Kevin, the engineer, who says this is the best college basketball show on YouTube. And shout out to DB Cooper, donated $3. We appreciate you guys tuning in on this beautiful Thanksgiving evening. Bethune-Cookman is catching 2.5 at Lamar. Wrong team favored. Give me Reggie Theus and Bethune-Cookman to go into the Brock Center in Farmville, Virginia, and get the dub. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I with you. Wrong team favored. Lock up Bethune once again. Let's go. Wrong team favored.
Let's fucking go. Southern Indiana is catching 36.5 against Duke. 36.5. I'll take the points. What are you doing here?
Same points.
Moving along, Idaho is taking on UC San Diego. I bet a bunch of money on Idaho the other night. They lost by 1,000. One of these they are fucking horrible. I'm struggling to find this line right now. Noah, you got eyes on this one?
I don't have it either.
It's off the board because they lost by 1,000 the other night. They're like, no, we can't. Take them off the board. Yeah, I don't have this one, guys. If you can get that, that'd be great. In the meantime, Iowa, Seton Hall. Do I even have this one? Anyone got eyes on this one?
I'm going to a different site. Hold on 1 second. You can keep going. I'll get it.
Well, I don't have that. I don't have Texas Tech, Michigan either. In the meantime,
Iowa's laying 2.
Oh, I like Seton Hall. Give me Seton Hall.
I'm locking up Seton Hall too. One of my favorite picks of the day. This is a coaching angle as well. You got Shaheen Holloway, who's proven it in the tournament with, short time after games with St. Peter's. Literally he knocked off Kentucky, then Murray State, then Purdue. Has Fran McCaffrey ever gotten to the second weekend? So I'm taking Seton Hall here. I think they're a sleeper in the Big East.
I'm taking Seton Hall. I'm not locking it, but Noah Bieniek locking up the Pirates. There's only one Pirate team I lock up, and you know what team that is. Damn it, Mac. What are you doing here?
I'll lock battle. You give me the Hawkeyes. Let's go. Bounce back.
I got Seton Hall on the bounce back.
Iowa's better than Seton Hall.
Hell no.
You're hating on these Hawkeyes, baby.
In one corner, Moneyline Mac riding with the Hawkeyes. In the other corner, Noah Bieniek riding with the Pirates. The wrong Pirates. I'm taking the wrong Pirates too, but Pepperdine catching 9.5 against New Mexico. No, give me New Mexico. What are you doing here?
I'll take New Mexico as well.
Michigan's laying 1 against Texas Tech.
No.
Give me Texas Tech.
I'm locking Texas Tech right now. Let's go. Tougher team.
For the record, I think this is going to be the best defense that Michigan's faced so far this year.
Yeah.
And Michigan defense? What's defense? So
let's go.
Locking up. Texas Tech is Moneyline Mac. I'm not doing that. Hey guys, Noah, can you hop in here for a second? You're gonna see this live on air, folks. You're gonna have to use the MP3 from this show because I'm gonna have to jet while you guys cover the rest of these games.
Oh shit!
All right, in about 5 minutes. Because there's no way we're gonna get through all those games in 5 minutes. Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Alabama A&M is catching 8.5 points against the Buccaneers of East Tennessee State. Man, I'm actually gonna lay it. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it as well. Don't love it.
Marshall, Kentucky. Can someone get me that line? You see that out there? I don't see that. I don't see that anywhere.
Marshall Kentucky's laying 18.5.
It's too much. Give me Marshall plus 18.5. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points.
Bowling Green is heading into Western Kentucky's. What do they call that stadium again? The Place Bell Arena.
Bowling Green versus Bowling Green here.
Yeah, Place Bell Arena is where they're playing this at. It is not their home stadium. This is in Canada. Western Kentucky's laying 4.5. Give me Bowling Green. What are you doing here?
I'll take Western Kentucky the tops, but don't love it.
Alabama's laying 7.5 against Ohio State. This one's in Florida as well. I'm going to lay it with Bama. What are you doing here?
I think this is way too many points. I'm going to lock up the Buckeyes. Let's go.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Ohio State Buckeyes. Lehigh's catching 19.5 at Providence. Wait, is this actually at Providence? Yes, at Providence. I'll take the points. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points as well. Friends lock, like I said, letdown spot for Providence. Day after Thanksgiving.
New Hampshire is laying 1.5 against Fairfield. I'm on the Wildcats. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I'm going to be on New Hampshire as well. They play close games though a lot.
Youngstown State's taking on Dayton. Dayton's laying 13.5 points. It's too many in-state battle. Give me Youngstown in the points. This might be a lock for me. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points as well with the Penguins.
Ohio is laying 3.5 against the Colonials of George Washington. The Colonials of George Washington. The Colonials of George Washington. This is in the Bahamas. This is actually a good game. Give me Ohio minus 3.5 though. What are you doing here?
I'll take Ohio as well. Close game though.
Are you good to carry on right now?
Yep.
The way I see it, you have.
We got the 8 o'clock window.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Throughout.
Yeah.
The rest of the night.
Folks, for the rest of my picks, get the SGPN app. They're available there, and I will be on VSiN right here. Don't tune into VSiN because we want you to stay here. But yeah, folks, appreciate it and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And the rest of my picks will be on the app. Guys, you got it from here. Thank you.
We got
Later, man.
Later.
All righty, let's go over to the 8 o'clock window. Noah Bieniek and myself. Let's go. What we got? We got Alcorn State going to Clemson. Clemson laying 22.5. Take the points. No, where are you at for this?
The SWAC's feisty, and the angle of just not a lot of people are going to be on campus for the Thanksgiving games here. Alcorn State's one of the top 3 teams in the SWAC. I think they could be able to cover this number. I like Clemson, but I'm not going to lay the points here.
Agreed. All right, let's go over to this another dandy here, Noah. Houston Christian, Houston Baptist, whatever the fuck you want to call them, is going to Oklahoma State Stillwater. Cowboys are laid 26.5. No. Give me the points. Can't lay that with Oklahoma State.
So Houston Christian got their ass kicked by BYU on opening night. They've also lost by 9 to Florida International, and they lost by 2 to UTSA. Oklahoma State destroyed New Orleans 96-68. That's a team that's probably even a little bit better than Houston Christian here. I think Oklahoma State they can't mess around with the little guys right now. So I think this is one where you lay it.
Wow, you're laying it. All right, I'll Houston Christian loses by Houston Christian loses by 25. North Florida is going to LSU. North Florida sucks. LSU coming off the Charleston Classic, laying 19.5. That's a lot of points. Give me the points.
LSU kind of sucks too. North Florida
they won 2 out of 3 though down there.
North Florida beating Maine and Northwestern State in their little home MTE. LSU also looking ahead to Syracuse, a road spot in that ACC SEC challenge here. I'll take the points with the Ospreys.
I like it. All right, let's go to another game that I like a lot here. We got down in Orlando. We got VCU, who looked pretty good tonight. Boise lost a tough one. Boise laying 2. I don't have the lock music, but I'm locking up the Broncos. Better team.
This is a fun game.
Yeah, I'm locking up Boise. More experience. They're familiar with Odom. Give me Boise, Leon Rice and company. Lock it up. No, you?
I'm not going to lock it, but I like Boise State here more than VCU on a bounce back spot. VCU was leading for most of that game. It was somewhat maybe of a heartbreaker, losing a game that they led for most of it. So give me the Broncos here. Just another game. Watch Dagenhart. This one might be like a if he's looking all right early, this might be like a live play. But I'm not going to put any money on it just because it's a back-to-back game for him, and he has not been 100% start the season. So,
agreed, Noah. All right, let's go. Hey, another one here. The final in the Bahamas, a 7th place game. I got a lock here too. Northern Iowa is catching 6 from Stanford. Get the fuck out of here. Stanford should not be laying points. I like Stanford as a dog, but I'm not laying 6 with them. Lock up Northern Iowa. They play close games. It'll be the same exact game as Stanford has played in every single game so far, 1-possession game. Northern Iowa, the same as well with Texas Tech. Lock up Northern Iowa, sprinkle some on the money line.
You're pretty confident in the Panthers, so I'll ride UNI with you.
Guys.
However, I respect Stanford after what they've done. They competed very well against Arkansas and Michigan. I don't think they want to leave 0-3. So I think Stanford probably wins. Northern Iowa might be the right angle here. So sorry.
Missouri Valley, baby. Missouri Valley's
points.
better. Missouri Valley's better than the fucking soft ass Pac-12. All right, let's go to the Battle of Illinois. Western Illinois,
big time battle.
Yeah,
super serious.
They're getting 26.5. Give me the points. Not loving this one though. No,
Yeah,
what's your angle on your Big Ten Illini?
You got to take the points here. This is an opportunity for little brother to go in to big brother. Illinois has their first Big Ten game on deck. They visit Rutgers, but they have like a week off in between this game and Rutgers. Western Illinois, they play Wisconsin right after this on Monday. Western Illinois hasn't been like too outstanding. They got blown out by SMU earlier this year. I'm going to take the points, but I actually think that Illinois could very easily blow them out here. So
it could happen, but hey, give me the points. All right, so this one's interesting because Oregon is playing Santa Clara. The game's in Florida. The game is also played at the exact same time in the Civil War, the final Civil War between Oregon and Oregon State. I think Oregon's a significantly better team than Santa Clara. Oregon, who does Oregon have on deck? Oregon has, actually, it's a tournament, and the other one with Alabama and Ohio State. What is this, a football tournament? Alabama and Ohio State. Give me Oregon. I don't love this though.
I will take Santa Clara. They've already jumped up and beat Stanford in a Pac-12 game here. I don't have much conviction on it, but give me the points.
I'm flipping. I like Santa Clara. It's too many points. You swayed me. I'm not going to lop up Santa Clara because they already won the bye game. Next up, Mississippi Valley State is going to Northridge. Northridge laying 13.5. Now, last time I said, who the fuck is Northridge to be laying 13.5? They got their ass beat by Lemoyne, but this is Mississippi Valley State. I'm locking up Mississippi Valley State. I'm doing it. No, Northridge should not be laying 13.5 points. Lock up Mississippi Valley State and sprinkle some on the money line again. Noah, how about you?
So
this is your team, man.
Yeah, Northridge has played Idaho and Chicago State so far this year. Those are the only 2 wins in D1. They beat Idaho only by 3 points, and they beat Chicago State by 10. I think they're laying too many points here. We just saw this with Lemoyne beat them outright. You could argue bounce back spot for the Matadors, but that's a whole lot of points. All we need is the Delta Devils to cover this number, which has been tough for them to keep it within 15 for a lot of these games so far. I've been one on like the Swaction. They're good this year. Take them out of conference against the spread. However, this is just they're not one of those teams. They covered against Connecticut because Yukon was laying so many points, but I think they're 1-4 ATS so far this year. So
yeah, but
maybe 2-3 if they covered TCU. I think they did. So 2-3.
Northridge is such a step down though from LSU, Oklahoma, Yukon, TCU, Santa Clara. Northridge sucks.
I mean, how many straight days have they been on the road for Mississippi Valley State?
They had a nice Thanksgiving meal. They're
November
ready to go
6th at LSU, November 10th at Oklahoma, November 14th you go back to Yukon, and then you head back down to Texas where you played TCU on Friday, November 17th, and then November 20th you go out west to Santa Clara. Did they stay in California like the entire week?
Oh, yeah. For this one, yeah. So, I mean, they're ready to go. Team bonding at its finest. The Valley kids, they're live in this game. What's the money line?
Hell no.
Oh, yeah. They're going to win this game outright.
To lay the points. They haven't even kept the game within, 20?
Oh, hey, speaking of which, though, I'm not going to sway you, but I'll sway you on this next one.
Their closest loss for Mississippi Valley State was 34 points.
Well, their closest win is going to be when they beat Northridge by 2 tomorrow night on a tip-in buzzer beater. So let's go Valley, baby. I like. Who's in the chat right now? Alfred. Alfred's on the money line.
215 people are in the chat just listening to us booling around.
Damn right, baby. Listen
Last
to my
game of the night. You're locking this one up.
No, there's two more.
Oh, two more.
This next one.
I see.
Lock. This is a fucking lock. Pacific is laying 13.5 against the greatest team in college basketball, the Lemoyne Dolphins. My Lemoyne Dolphins. No. Lemoyne is going to win the game again. Lemoyne's going to get win number 2, take the money line, lock that shit up. Get this fucking Pacific bullshit out of here. Lemoyne's better. Lock it up.
I like the Dolphins and the points, but I'm not betting it.
Come on. You know, we give you more screen time, and now you're not locking any games.
That's just not how I am as a bettor. I'm not going to overreach just because I get more screen time. I want to deliver the people winners.
Well, Lemoyne's going to win the game outright. It's probably a 5 plus 500 money line, so that's a winner. All right, Noah, maybe you'll have one in the final game. Arkansas State is laying 3.5 against San Diego. Is this game in San Diego?
Palm Springs.
Give me fucking Steve Lavin's team sucks, man. I feel like I have to bet this game, especially if it's by this time tomorrow night. Had a couple cocktails, had a couple whiskeys. If I'm gonna get down on some drunk bets, I'm gonna take Arkansas State.
This is the best team that San Diego's played so far this year. I mean, they only beat Lemoyne by 9. They were losing by double digits to Sonoma State at one point this year. They were losing at halftime to Jackson State. They ended up coming back and beating them by 16. Arkansas State, this is going to be they've played Wisconsin and Iowa so far this year. They kept it close with Iowa in their last game, which was a week ago. Pretty impressive because Fran McCaffrey likes to blow out all the little guys. So I'll take Arkansas State, but I'm not confident in this one either.
That does it, man. That's our slate.
Yeah.
And Colby was 8 minutes short. You know why? Because he talks about the Long Island Sharks for about 27 minutes. So he had to bounce. So go check him out on Visa right now. Noah, what do we got going on the rest of the week?
Let's not recap the locks because we don't have Colby. But do you have a big dog that you like live? What was
Lemoyne?
We liked Bryant, right, against Xavier, to kick off the day.
Yeah, early. So, yeah, I like that spot because it's a noon tip-off for 11 a.m. after
11
Thanksgiving.
a.m. after Thanksgiving. All the kids are gone for the holiday. And Bryant's 2-0 with Phil Martelli Jr. as the official head coach. So,
yeah, no, I like that one. Was there another dog we liked?
Did you
I'm
like
going back.
Evansville against Chattanooga?
I did like Evansville. I thought potentially the wrong team's favorite, and I was getting 7.5. I like that one. I'm trying to think what else I really liked. You know what, man? I'm gonna lock, and I didn't say this with Colby because I know we're trying to get through it. I'm locking Florida. I'm a rare instance I'm going against Baylor. I think this is a good spot for Florida to get Baylor. I think Baylor's due for a loss. They should have lost to Auburn. Baylor's playing with fire. I think they're going to get picked off tomorrow. I know you're a Gator guy.
That's bold. I'm not as confident in them just because I know Baylor's defense is pretty legit. And Florida, the one time they faced a good defense was Virginia, and they lost that game. So
I was impressed in that game. Another one, I'm trying to find another dog. It's so many fucking games. I didn't have a chance to write all mine down while we were doing it. I really like Texas Tech against Michigan. I hate to go against your guys, but I trust McCaslin. 3 games in 3 days down in the Bahamas with that defense. Another dog. Where was another dog that we liked, Noah?
by the way, I don't even know if Texas Tech's a dog, right?
No, they're. I mean, it's kind of a pick 'em. I was just thinking of the ones I really like. That Rob said Brown. I like Brown, but Brown does fuck with you.
I had my line that I set 10 points off. So that could
Nichols.
be me or could be Brown. Just
What about Nichols at Mississippi State? With the way Mississippi State can go through lumps, I think they're way better than last year, but everybody's crowning them. Nichols has actually looked apart so far this year.
they have. The only reason why we faded them in the preseason was because of the young coach. But I mean, that's out the window.
Oh,
So yeah.
Oregon State's going to beat Pitt. I mean,
No.
that's a given, 4-1. Tink. Wayne Tinkle,
I like the
baby.
Beavs, but no way. The one that I'll say is Ohio State might be live against Bama. They get an SEC team coming home. This is like a precursor to the game
in Florida.
on Saturday.
It's in Florida.
Oh,
It's in
shit.
Florida. It's in Florida. I still like them though.
I don't like it as much.
Holtman's good in the non-con. And honestly, I thought they were right there to beat A&M. They just didn't make enough plays down the stretch. So
Yeah, but that game was at home also. So
it is. I think Bama's due for a loss too. You know, sometimes with the way Nate Oates and that team plays from the perimeter and shoot a bunch of threes, they can lay an egg. So I like Ohio State a lot.
Last one for
Michigan
me.
beats them in football.
Last one for me. Marshall. They go on the road at Kentucky. Kentucky's playing with fire as well. They were trailing New Mexico State, Texas A&M Commerce. St. Joe's almost beat them. They took them to overtime. Marshall gets Kentucky right before Kentucky plays Miami in the SEC ACC Challenge. So the Thundering Herd there might be live, but I didn't bet the spread there. So I'm just saying, like, that's probably one where you might even – I wouldn't lay points with Kentucky in any way. I think it's like – Marshall or bust.
What about Youngstown at Dayton?
No, I don't think so. I'm not a believer in Youngstown this year. I'm selling stock from last season.
They were pretty fucking good last year. I'm trying to look what else. Mississippi Valley State, we already touched. They're gonna win. Lemoyne's gonna win. That's a given. I think Long Island's gonna get drilled. I love Long Island, but I hate the spot. I hate the spot, man. Yeah. You got to play on Long Island.
No, I'm not betting that game.
All right. What about Arkansas, North Carolina?
I don't think I'm going to touch Arkansas for like a month. Give me North Carolina here.
That's fair.
I think they got the better coach. Arkansas does, but we went with that angle yesterday and it didn't come through either. So,
yeah. Oh, I know which one I was on early. UMKC against Greensboro. Terrible spot for Greensboro. Oh, yeah. They're going to be live in that game. You wait and see. Terrible spot for Greensboro. Greensboro's coming off the big bye game, down in the Bahamas, feeling himself. UMKC coming off back-to-back bye game losses. They're going to be ready to go. I think that's a game.
I don't.
You're a hater. You're a hater on the Kangaroos.
The only 2 wins that the Kangaroos have are against non-D1 so far this year.
Oh, because they played fucking
I got to see it to believe it.
They played 2 high majors after that. So, All right, Noah. It's fucking 2:00 in the morning on Thanksgiving
Yes,
night.
it is.
So let's get out of here. Everybody, check out the picks page. All our picks. I'm gonna go put my picks in right now. I didn't have a chance to do so. I think you already did so, but everybody go check out the picks page.
I've
Go
got
check
half
out-
of them up. I handicapped the first half of the slate, and of
Yeah.
course I get brought on for the second half that I didn't think I was gonna need to be. So is what it is.
Have a whiskey. I'll tell you which team to pick. So according to the one guy, there's a couple drunk guys making picks. How about these last couple of days? The drunks are winning, I think. So go check out the college football experience. All the episodes are out. Loaded college football slate this weekend. College basketball. We're back tomorrow, same time, midnight, every day of the season till April 8th. FCS experience with Colby, Big 12 with me. Noah has got everything going behind the scenes as well. It'll be baseball season before we know it too, Noah. So go check out the college baseball experience when that gets going. Any
Daniel
last thoughts before we get
Palomara's
out?
the picks page, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/college basketball picks, or you can download the SGPN app for free. It's in the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. You can view the picks in there. You just click on the college basketball tab, and then it says picks, and then you can view all the picks for free, even as our records on there. So, and the tally site's been pretty good with the records so far in the first month. So no complaints over there.
They have been. And the other thing, if you want to just Google, this is what I do. SGPN CBB picks. It's the first thing that comes up. So like if you want a real shortcut, like we want you to download the SGPN app, but like if you an emergency ever on Google, SGPN CBB picks, it's the first thing that pops up. So you can't miss it. It's got all our picks, NC Nick, Patty C, and all those guys. So
honestly, we have really good SEO on that page. So if you just type in college basketball picks, it's the sixth link that pops up. It's like right under some of the other bigger companies that are signed to networks. We're out here independent, so
the fake news.
It out. Yeah, we appreciate all the donations that we got today. Love you guys. Yes. Thankful for you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be safe on Black Friday.
No doubt. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which that kind of goes
What's
for everything. I know. So, all right, guys, let's get out of here. It's 2:00. We will see you guys tomorrow night with Pick Dundee back. I'm Moneyline Mac. He's Noah Bieniek, and we're out of here. Later.